Hi everyone, I'm Matt Gash with SoundersFC.com, and today we're going 1v1 with Brad Evans. And Brad, first of all, welcome back from Panama.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
What was the trip like? Was it this is your third time around with the national team?
Yes, fourth time actually. Thanks, Matt. It's fourth time around. It's good. It's a new experience with a new coach. So everything from day one was different. You know, it was much more of let's get everybody on the same page, rather than throw everybody in playing from the first day and have a couple injuries here and there, which is something that I think happened in the past. And I think the big emphasis this time was let's start with everybody on the same page for the first 5-6 days. We didn't even touch a ball. Mm-hmm. So we were really focused on the weight room and getting everybody fit and where they should be. And then we'll get into the playing side of it. So a little bit different, but it was a good experience.
Now, I asked you this after you played under Bob Bradley. I'll ask you the same thing, because Ziggy has been your coach for the last 6-7 years as a pro. How much does Jurgen Klinsmann's style differ from Ziggy's?
That's a tough question. I think there's similarities there, but there's also differences. I think Ziggy's a real tactical guy, the way that he goes about coaching, and you see it within practice. You see it, just having conversations with him as well, and then you see it, in preparation for games with the way we watch video, and analyzing other teams. It's really each player is broken down, almost to who you're playing against. It's more of a 1v1 battle where, with Jurgen, everything was, let's play with emotion. Let's play, always have a positive attitude. We're going to make mistakes, but it doesn't matter in the end. But he really wanted to focus on just having a good, solid team, a good team spirit. We didn't really go over too many tactics, but in the game, we came out with 2 solid results. So it's hard to say if we had gone over, multiple tactics and really broken it down, would we have had the same result? Would we have had different results? It's impossible to say, but the most important thing was, coming out with the 2 victories.
Coming off of the last season, 2011 with the Sounders, jumping into your 4th year with the team, what are your expectations for this year, and maybe how are those different? Maybe in years past when the teams had so many natural leaders, kind of the progression with Casey and guys like that leading the team.
Yeah, for me, I hit 2012, and I think with my wife and family just said that I wanted it to be a positive, healthy year. So from day one, I just wanted health throughout the year, because I think what comes with that, you have you have the positiveness inside of you. You have the confidence that portrays on the field, it portrays in the locker room, and guys feed off that as well. It's difficult when, I've had it in the past where, you start off well and then you're injured and you kind of spend most of your time outside the field and you kind of get disconnected, disjointed from the team. So in being healthy, I think, everything, kind of just falls in line with that, because you're going to be playing in every game. Guys are going to look up to you because, you're involved in every single training session. Little things like that. So for me, I think now being almost 27 years old, it's time to take that responsibility. There's a number of core guys here who can take that burden as well, so it doesn't have to be one guy. It doesn't have to be Casey Keller now. There's multiple guys who can carry the weight for the team, on their shoulders, and hopefully it benefits the team in having multiple guys being able to kind of carry the burden.
How did you feel about 2011? I know you had some injuries, but also 5 goals and 5 assists, pretty solid year.
Yeah, I mean, there were some positives, and obviously you want to be healthy. It's, the number one thing. So looking back, maybe if I was healthy, I could have taken, the other PKs and maybe had 10 goals, 11 goals. You never know. So looking at it, statistically, it was probably my best year. Obviously you want to play better, no matter what you do. And still trying to eclipse that conference semifinal game is something that we're going to look forward to as well. So but the team did extremely well. We had a number of games inside, outside the country, tons of travel, and we were very resilient. In the end, it just caught up to us, and we showed tremendous spirit in the last game. I think that's something that's been positive. Today was my first training, but it was nothing but good vibes in and out of the locker room. So 2011 was good, but you always want to build on what's in the past.
And anything you're looking forward to on the schedule this year? There's a lot of extra games against Portland and Vancouver.
Yeah, absolutely. You get the rivalries going. They'll be fueled big time. So those will be tremendous. Obviously, playing Santos is going to be probably the biggest game in the club's history. For us,
Is that the approach you guys are taking to that game?
We have to. We saw what Salt Lake did last year, so it's something that's attainable, is getting to the next level. And what Monterrey was able to do, going over and playing, the likes of Barcelona and all the teams that they played was, you watch it on TV and say, well, we're that close, we're there. So, I think the approach is now let's take it to the next level. There's, nothing left for us to do. It's going to be a very, very good team, but if we can get off to a good start at home, and carry a lead going into their place, then, advancing ahead would be, something that's tremendous.
Brad, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
That's Brad Evans, 1v1 on SoundersFC.com.
Did you know nearly 3% of the world's population has an intellectual disability? I'm Mike Fucito. Join me and the rest of the Sounders organization in raising awareness of a hurtful and careless word, retard. It's time we end the needless pain. I'm asking you to spread the word to end the word, the R word. Stop by the Special Olympics booth in Soccer Celebration to pledge your support. We can team up to promote togetherness, not divisiveness. Thank you.